Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kalimera, everyone. Every day is a good day. Always remember this. Always say that to yourself. Every morning, every day, it's a good day. Kalimera, Yanimo.
Calimera,
Kalimera,
you
how are
have
you?
absolutely correct. Every day is a good day.
Every day is a
I'm
good day.
fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad. I had a small hiccup with my PC this morning. So I came back to the gym. I came back from the gym, guys. So I sat on my desk and I see black screens. I said, "Why the screens are, black?" I said, "Okay, maybe it's they got in sleep mode when you don't touch the PC for some time." So I move the mouse. Nothing happens. I look down and the computer is off. I said, "What happened? Why my computer is off?" So I decided to start up the machine. Sometimes they do update throughout the night. So I said, "Okay, everything is normal. Let's switch on the machine." And it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that simple. So yeah, it was an update, but it was a critical update. The Windows decided to do update on the BIOS on the motherboard, which I don't like at all whatsoever. I don't like Windows to interfere with my motherboard. So it took me about 6 reboots, 3 recoveries on the BIOS, and around 20 minutes to get that machine starting. So that's why we have the delay today. So I apologize for that. Technical issues, now and then we do, face them. But the good news is that we're here and it's fixed and we're back to normal. And let's bring the music into the background to kill the silence. Here we are. So,
Bring it on.
bring it on. So, how are you guys? Let me know in the chat. Welcome back to the daily market update. Let's have a look what Bitcoin is doing. As we discussed yesterday, we saw a very strong move to the upside. So let me mark it on the screen. Let me go full size. Here we are. Here we go. We're experiencing this nice move to the upside, right? Look at how slow the previous move to the upside, and look how strong that was. So the question was, after breaking out our focus box, remember that was our focus box from this instance. And you had one opportunity to go up, then you have another opportunity to short it once you see that it lost the G level. Okay, always we're talking about intraday setups, and then you have another lovely respect of the 50% of the range, the focus box, and you have another opportunity to go up, and then you have the question: are we gonna stay above the G level? No, it lost it. So you had another opportunity to go all the way down, and this time it went exactly at the bottom of the range, respected it, and now it's pushing once again towards the upside. So the last couple days from Bitcoin, we had multiple, let's say, opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. Okay, so every day, maybe 1 or 2 trades. It is possible with intraday setup, as long you have. Let me rename that template. There it is. We have a template. It's called focus area. So that's our focus area. As long you pay attention in this area, and depends of your timing, your time zone. Yes, I do say about 5 opportunities, but not all 5 can be available to everybody. Okay, why? Because that happened early hours in the EU time zone. Okay, so that is EU, right? And that happened late. Let's say Asia. Okay, that's EU and US, and that is Asia, right? And again, that is Asia with EU. Right, and that is US pushing down, and that is Asia just prior EU. And let's see what EU is going to do. Are we going to continue, or are we going to come back to the range? So depends on your timing and your time zone, where you are, but you are. I'm sure out of these 5 opportunities, I'm sure you probably found at least 2. Okay, I'm not expecting you to have all 5. But I'm pointing out that even when Bitcoin is in a range, okay, you do have multiple opportunities to trade in intra day trading, okay? And that's why we do the daily market updates, to find out the setups for the day, okay? So it's not day trading, it's a little bit more shorter and faster than day trading. So we're talking about intraday. Right, okay, so once again, Bitcoin has to prove that it can stay out of the focus box and attack once again the 112.5. Okay, 112.5. We need to make sure that we can stay above and continue to go towards 115. Okay, so far we under 112 and we're just above 109. Okay, 109. If you zoom out a little bit, let's go to 6 hours. Right, we can see in general that we had an area of interest 109 as big resistance multiple times, and now the question is, are we going to find support? Is this going to be a support? That would be nice. Okay, so 109, it's a key level. Okay, so we're just sitting above 109, which is a key level. We want to see Bitcoin staying above. If there is more room to complete, let's say, the market top. Time-wise, we're very close. A lot of people speak about the end of 25. A lot of people will say that the first quarter of 26. I don't care what they really say. I go with data-driven. So my thesis, according to historical data that I have from Bitcoin, usually, right? Remember when we look Bitcoin on the 6-month time frame? Yeah, remember that 6-month time frame, not the daily, not the weekly, not the monthly, the 6-month time frame. We know that from July we need to be careful, and I gave a 3-month threshold. Okay, so July, August, and September. So by the end of September, we need to be very careful. So you see, maybe this is going to be the market top. Now, there is a small room of, let's say, I need to consider one other factor, which is a little bit different from the historical data, that we have a very strong, I'm not going to say push, but desire from the United States administration to increase the stability into the United States economy, right? So we all seen that Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is pushing really hard to strengthen the US economy. So there is a small question inside my head. Maybe is it going to be that strong enough that he can change or delay, so to say, the bear market? He's trying very hard to drive the markets. So he's a businessman, right? He's more businessman than a politician. So there is a possibility and probability that he can pull this off, right? And maybe, he can succeed that. So that's why I gave the 3-month threshold. And after September, going into October, November, December, the last 3 months of the year, we need to be really, really cautious and see what's going to happen. So 109 is a key level we need to watch out. Either we're going to break 122 and try to find support and move further up, or are we going to lose 109 and start going down to previous levels sub 100? If we go below 100k, remember this is a psychological number. When people see that we lost the 6-digit number, 100k go down to 5-digit numbers, then the psychology will kick in and everybody will start panic and start selling, okay, no matter what. So I don't like predictions. We never do predictions in the CIA. We all know this. We take the data from the G levels. Okay, so now you have the, let's say, the short-term setup and the long-term setup. Okay, we need to be careful with 109. Today, anything that breaks above, let's go back to 15-minute time frame, anything above the focus area here, we have plenty of room from the top of the range to the next G level, which is 0.85%. Okay, and after that we just need to see if it's going to be strong enough to stay above. The first attempt, it got rejected very quickly. The second attempt, you can see that it went a little bit higher, took out the liquidity from here, and when the US opened, Okay, straight away they shut it down. Okay, so it stayed a little bit longer, okay, above the G level, which means there is a good possibility that after that they took out liquidity, both sides, okay, they took liquidity from here, they took liquidity from here. Now they may want to drive the price up and have a better response to that G level. Maybe we're going to find support on the next time, okay? First time rejection, second time rejection. Is it the third time going to stay above? Maybe, okay? So we're going to see how today the market's going to react. Now it's 10 o'clock exactly, so we have the EU open right now. So let's see how the EU is going to respond to that day, okay? Let's see how the EU is going to do today, and later what US is going to do. Straight away we're going to Ethereum. Same picture with Ethereum. Okay, first rejection on the G level, second rejection on the G level, and it went all the way down to the bottom of the focus box. I mean, look how beautiful these focus boxes are. If you know how to mark a range, the focus box, okay, you put any name you like, okay, the point of interest, and if you want to play safe, you're playing, let's say, the breakout, okay, with a possibility to continue above the G level, find support. Or if you want to be a little bit more advanced, so to say, and more, I'm not going to say riskier, but more challenging, you can enter long at the bottom of the range, as long the price action it does not fall under the box, right, and retesting below and fail to get in. Okay, that will be your invalidation. Okay, so if you go long here, your validation is going to be the next G level, because you don't want to see the price dropping under the G level. The bad news, okay, is going to be heading down to the G level, come back and rejecting. Okay, technically here's your entry, and here's your, or let's say, confirmation that it's failing to get in, and maybe you want to close that trade instead of you waiting to go all the way down to the G level. You can do that as a risk management. You're supposed to see an uptrend, no dropping under the box. So it is more challenging for you to go long. A lot of people are very afraid to go long at the bottom of the range, but it's giving you an advantage. What kind of advantage? On the Ethereum, it's giving you 1.7 almost % advantage. So let's say average 1%, take out the fees, right? So you have 1% average, multiply that by 10, okay? Let's say leverage, like a moderate leverage on Ethereum, that is a 10% advantage, okay? On Bitcoin, if you want to take a long from the bottom of the range, that is an advantage almost 0.7. And if you want to target, the next G level, to you it's going to be 1.5. Someone that taking a long from the breakout, which is a safer option, is giving you a 0.85. You see the difference? It's a little bit challenging. You have to be alert on your toes, okay? But it's going to pay you off when and if the price is going to be respectful and behave the way you want. Okay, that's it for the two guys here for Ethereum and Bitcoin. The setup, the conditions. Either you want to go long from the very bottom, that's fine. You can go long from the 50%. If you see that it's respecting the 50%, it's good news, it's bullish, right? If you see rejection on the 50%, that's not good news, it's not bullish, it's bearish. Okay, so you can understand the feeling of the market. Okay, you see now that he's respecting the 50%, so there is a possibility that it's going to continue to go up. Okay, so either you're going to go as the time we speak right now, 10 o'clock my local time, Athens time. Okay, so you can go long at the 50% of the range, and you're waiting for the breakout, and you're waiting to break the G level and find support and continue. The option B, plan B, is going to be when you're going to lose that box, come down, fail to get in, and then you're going to open and short, okay, because the market is not looking positive if that is going to happen. So you have your option A to go higher either from the 50, either from the bottom, either from the breakout. All three setups are very good. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you take the breakout. There's nothing wrong if you decide to wait to find support on the G level. Absolutely correct. Okay. Option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, all of them are correct. Okay. I want to make sure that you enter any trade when you feel that is the right thing to do so. Okay. And this is down to your risk management, it's down to your psychological emotion management, and also how challenging you are, how experienced you are, that you can deal with yourself and you know, if my entry is going to be here, my invalidation is going to be quite tight. Okay, this is a wide invalidation, this is a tight invalidation. The same thing with 50%. If you go in on the 50% on your entry, your validation is going to be under the box, right? That is a normal invalidation, that is a wide invalidation. Okay, you give it extra room, but you're risking more. Remember the super golden number. We don't want to risk more than 5%. That is going to be your most generous risk, 5%. Okay, do the math. Use the calculator. Divide it. The 5% with the distance from your entry to stop loss. Divide it, and then it's going to give you the leverage. So, no matter where your entry is, no matter where your stop loss is, your risk is going to be always the same, maximum 5%, and also your leverage is going to be determined according to your stop loss distance from your entry. So nothing to worry about, okay? You want to enter at the breakout, your invalidation is going to be under the 50%. You don't want to see the price coming back inside and breaking the 50%. If you enter at the G level, you don't want to get inside the focus area, right? So you won't expect something like this. If you see the price coming back inside the box, it's no good. So you have multiple entries and validation points. The tighter the validation points, the better it is. Your stop loss is a good event, a happy event. Don't be sad, don't be afraid, don't be scared, okay? It's the best thing that can happen to you is your bodyguard, is your lifeguard, right? And all you have to do is stick to the process. If it gets invalidated, you get out as soon as possible with minimum loss, and you have the opportunity to open another trade as soon as possible. Compare, or let's say VS against being trapped. So 18 minutes inside the market update, it's time for me to pass to John Rambo. We've changed name from John today, right? John Rambo. He sent me a message this morning, right? I was in the gym, and he goes to me, "Good morning, how are you doing?" I'm saying, "I'm in the gym. I'll be back up home. Are you ready?" And he sent me straight away an animated picture of John Rambo, and immediately, I said, "Oh, that's John Rambo." So let's change his name. His name
that was for you. That was for you because you were in the gym, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting prepared for the war. I'm John Rambo.
That's why. That's why I sent you John Rambo.
We're getting prepared, bro. We're getting prepared for war.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So, guys,
here's John. General John Rambo, whatever you like. Right, okay, the screen is yours, my brother. Take it away.
Thank you. So, guys, again, and what do we see over here on XRP? On XRP, we were talking about yesterday, and we were around. No, not here. Sorry. We're talking about. Come on. We were over here, yeah, I was correct. So, I was talking about XRP yesterday, that we're sitting above that T level at 295. I'm expecting to go to take that. Let me show you that trend line that I have, that resistance line, that it's way back since July that is coming. When you're taking some trend lines, if anyone working with trend lines, it's good to go in a bigger time frame and take way back historically on the chart. So let me go on a 90 minutes time frame again and show you what we see over here. We see that in Asia session, we went to the upside, took that trend line. Also, I have drawn here between those two levels. I have breakdown with a smaller one. And what we see that the G level at $3 over here, it's perfectly combined with the trend line. We see a breakout to the upside, was trying to stay above, but did manage to stay above and then went to the downside again. And now is sitting the previous G level at 295. And as we see over here right now, we had one consolidation over here and second one over here. We don't see any big volume right now. Hey, what happened? Where are you going? We are on a 90 minutes time frame. There you go. As we see over here, we don't see a big volume. We are on a UK session right now, London session. We don't see much of going on over here. We will see in the US session. Also, don't forget, if you see on the news today, we have PPI, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, bring the website up.
Yeah, give me a second. Today we have PPI news. Come on. Hello.
I think that mayor of yours, your mayor, has damaged your internet.
My mail.
Your mayor. O di Marcos. Show him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Skiston.
Skisto de Gerata. Okay, I have it over here. So, what do we see over here? Hey. Today we have core PPI and US PPI on the monthly. We see that we have red flags with the news. So today you must be careful.
So extra volatility today.
Trading. Extra volatility.
Extra volatility, and that can be an opportunity for us to do intraday. We just need to make sure that we get the right direction. Yeah, we get caught on the right direction. So volatility means fast movements. That AKA means percentage, right? Moves.
Exactly.
So make sure you get your markings right and grab the opportunity. Don't be scared.
Exactly.
For newbies, we say stay away because that kind of volatility, it is very hard to manage, right? But do your best. You know, people that have been around for 2-3 years now, and they have the G levels and they know the conditions of the protocol of the trade engagement, you're going to be fine.
Actually, if I may say something about the newbies that you said before.
Yep.
If anyone wants to try with a small amount of money,
yeah, $5.
You can do that because only with practice you can learn. No matter what, how many videos they watch, no matter how many charting by themselves they do, I think on action, I think they will learn much better.
Yeah, paper trading. Yeah, demo trading and paper trading, usually it doesn't work the same way for multiple reasons. The demo trading chart, it is not exactly the same way. It's been manipulated a little bit from the exchange to give you positive feedback, to give you positive numbers that you can do this. They give you nice winnings. And then when you go to the real world, you get destroyed. Okay, so that's the one reason. Second reason is that you're playing with monopoly money, fake money. So you go reckless. Okay, sometimes you oversee the rules. And because it's free money and money that it doesn't get burned because it's monopoly money, you don't engage the right way of the let's say the protocol engagements, the conditions. You have to be extra disciplined and careful with your trades. And secondly, the emotions are not engaging on the demo trading because you go careless. Okay, it's not real money, so you have no fear. When you go to the real world with real money, it doesn't matter if it's $5. You know that you can lose $5, which is yours. And that is a different story. So we don't want to focus on demo trading because we're building a different character as a trader, and we don't want that. It's a wrong character. It's a bad habit that we're building on the demo trading. And when people go back to the real world, they get destroyed. They lose a lot of money because they build a fake confidence on the demo trading. And when they go to the real world, they get saturated and they get, they get destroyed and they lose a lot of money. And then they turn around and say, hey, crypto is fake, crypto is a scam, this and that. And we're not here to tell if crypto is legit or crypto is a scam. What we say here is you need to learn how to trade. Okay, you need to have a strategy, you need to have rules, you have to be disciplined, and you have to have conditions before you enter trade. Once you learn these, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, it doesn't matter if it's forex, it doesn't matter if it's stocks, you apply the same strategy and principle. And once you learn this, it's a skill that you can take it anywhere, to any exchange, to any market, and you make money. You can make money. That's the purpose. If you don't like crypto, you feel that is fake or whatever, it's a scam, go to stocks. Use the same principle, use the same strategy, same conditions, same rules, and you're gonna be you're gonna feel better because stocks are not fake, right? So choose which market you're gonna be with that you're gonna feel that is safe. And after that, follow the single strategy, and you're gonna be fine. So take it easy, learn how to trade, get used to it, get the hours under your belt, get the experience, and you're gonna do well. I promise you that you can do well. It takes some time, it's okay, don't rush. The markets go nowhere. No one's making money overnight. The companies out there, they've been, for example, look, the companies in the stock market like Apple, how many years have been in the market? Amazon, how many years have been in the market? Microsoft. And, they start from zero and now they are worth of billions and trillions. So that doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. So please, you're working into a 9-to-5 job. You spend so many hours and you're waiting patiently to get paid by the end of the month. You're working for a whole year and you're waiting patiently to get a 2-week holiday in the summer or in the winter, whatever that is. 2 weeks or 3 weeks if you're lucky in a year. So you're waiting 1 year for that 3-week period for your vacations. So you have to be patient. It's the same thing with the market. Okay?
Over here you are waiting for your success.
For your freedom.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, John. Sorry.
No. That was actually some words that they needed to be heard.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, because that a lot of people, way better from me that because you were here in the previous cycles. There are too many people that were saying that okay, that's fake, that's scam, that's everything, because they lost some money, because they were expected that it is easy. It's not easy, guys.
Yeah, it's true. It is not easy.
You have to study. You have to analyze things. To educate yourself. Even as I see it, every loss that I take, every loss, I can find another word actually. Every loss that I take, it's a lesson for me. It's a lesson, not a disappointment.
It's not a disappointment. It's not a failure.
The lessons are over there in your failure.
Yeah, you learn when you guys, when you let's say you're running Okay, you're trying to learn to run, so to say, efficiently, fast, to break your personal record, right? So you start running, and you think this is easy until you fail, and until you fall and you get hurt. So when you get hurt, then you realize that you need to be extra careful, and then you have to fix your steps or your rhythm or your technique or your shoes, okay, for you to not do the same mistake. So by falling or failing in trading, this is the time that you learn. Do not give up. People that they give up, they never win. These are the true losers, okay? Losers,
Correct.
right? When they fail and they lose, but they don't give up and keep going, they're gonna turn into winners. There is a say that there is no single winner out there that hasn't lost in the past. But losers that they quit, so to say, are those people that they never won because they quit. So don't be a quitter, okay? It's okay for you to lose. It's okay for you to fall. You're gonna get hurt. Use that hurt, that feeling, okay, to guide you and shape you up and make you stronger, so the next time you're not going to do the same mistake, so you don't get hurt again by the same mistake. So guys, take it easy. Risk management is the alpha or the omega. The risk management is going to make you be around for a longer time. You need to stay around for a longer time, then you need to apply risk management. You don't go all in reckless without risk management. I go full wallet, but I make sure that I only risk maximum 5%. Sometimes I can risk 4%, sometimes I can risk 3%, sometimes I can risk 5%. But that is my maximum loss. I can go full wallet, but I'll make sure that I lose only 5%. If I lose 5%, it means I have another 95% to carry on for a second try, third try, fourth try. So be very careful about your risk management, how much you're risking, to give you space so you can do one mistake, two mistakes, three mistakes, but the fourth time you're going to make it right. The fifth time you're going to make it right. And these two winnings, they're going to recover all your losses. So after 5 trades, 6 trades, 10 trades, your loss is back. And you can forget about the loss, because a lot of people get stuck on 1 and 2nd and 3rd loss and then they go away. Right? Or they go all in, reckless, and they'll lose all the money in 1 or 2 goes, and they have no money left to try for the 3rd time. So it's very crucial. It's very, you have to be very careful. But if you give room to yourself, you can fall as many times you like. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, it doesn't matter. But learn the mistakes. Learn from the mistakes. Get stronger. Be more careful. Be more disciplined. Understand the rules. Once you break one rule, the market will not forgive you. I promise you that. A mistake by not obeying or not being disciplined on the rules, you're going to pay price for it, a big price for it. So sometimes you have a strike of 1, 2, 3 winnings, and then you go a little bit reckless. You drop down a little bit your defense, and you say to yourself, oh look, I've done very well for the last 3 trades. I don't need to be so strict with myself. I can ignore that rule. I can ignore that warning. It's okay. I've done so well. I'm going to do the 4th one very well, and the market's going to punish you for that. So never drop down your defense, even if you're doing very well. You're gonna make your defense even stronger if you're losing. But when you're winning, you do not drop the defense. You keep the defense on the same level, 100% all the time. No matter if you're winning millions, no matter if you're winning 10 strikes in a row, it doesn't matter. Defense doesn't go down, not even single moment. Otherwise, someone's gonna throw you the Trojan horse, and then you go down. The market is going to punish you for one little mistake. So be careful, be wise, and give room to yourself. Be good, be kind to yourself, and make sure you give room to yourself that you may fall. sometimes. It's okay. One bandage, get a sip of water, and go for the second round. John, I'm going away. I'm going to disappear.
Correct. Eh?
I'm going to disappear. I'm going to stop.
What? No. No. That's very wise words that you spoke right now. So, on XRP, guys, over here. While Thalys was speaking, I saw and I draw that yellow line. We always look to the chart and we look to the left. What historical data we have? We see that this G level over here, 295, is having some historical data. Over here was acting as support. Over here, resistance. Over here, the same, resistance. We have a breakout over here, support over here. This one is to claim to make a support over here and went way down. Now, as we speak, we are over here and it's bouncing up and down. Over here, we have a breakout to the 50% to the upside, and then it's again at 295. Actually, this line, it's very important, if I can say that. The price we see that is struggling up and down in this level, and now, as we speak right now, it's printing a blue candle to the upside
with a lovely wick below, which is good sign on the 90 minutes.
Yeah. I'm on a 90 minutes. Yeah, we have this wick over here, and it managed to stay above that G level at 295. So, what's the first scenario over here? First scenario is to go again and claim that 50% of our G level. Make a support over here and this trend line, and then to go even higher to the next one, break that previous high, and go to the next one at 305. If we go in a small time frame, 90 minutes time frame, as I am right now on a daily, we have some room and way to go to the upside. As you see, I have my balances kept over here as my marks, and also that liquidity pool. That one is if XRP, if we do a new all-time high. We have a long way until there for the moment. But now we're expecting to see how it will react over here. If we see a great strong support over here in this trend line, then we're going to the upside. If we don't and didn't manage, if we see some resistance over here in this trend line and go below, then I'm expecting to sit at 290 in this red line on a G level. Either way, always we taking our confirmation and then we taking the trade. If we go to the upside, no, not over here, sorry. If we have our confirmation from the trend line until the next G level, we have 2%. If we don't and lose that G level over here, we have 1.79. With 10%, 10x, if you have it 10% to below and 20, almost 20 to the upside. That's all about XRP over here. Let's go on Solana, and what do we see on Solana? We were talking yesterday that it was sitting at 214. It was trying to go to take that imbalance, and as we speak right now, it did manage to break and go inside that imbalance. As we speak right now, Solana is moving, has broken the previous high. We have two breakouts actually. We have one over here, previous, and the second one. So right now, what we want to see? We want to see that it stays above, makes some correction and stays inside that box, and then we're going to the next move. The next move, if we measure all the imbalance, we have 6%. With 10x is 60%. It's very good. It's very good trade. And let's go on the daily. On the daily, yeah, we have a way more to go for Solana, because right now it started moving. As we see, we have change of direction. Now it's going to the upside. We have breakouts, as you can see. And as we speak, as I told before in the past, if I don't know if anyone knows or remember about the Elliott waves. If you remember about that, let me see your messages on the YouTube channel, on the live. Also, we can see the waves, but in a bigger time frame, not in the smaller ones. We're taking the trade in the smaller ones, but if you want to see a bigger picture, you have to go in a bigger time frame. Whoa. Tieni, pide fuera Solana.
You see, it's moving. It's on the move.
It's moving.
Yeah, Bitcoin's moving as well.
You see a second candle over here, it's pretty blue and
You
going
see?
for the 50% of that imbalance. Eh?
You see, it's going, it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving, it's moving. So once even this candle is blue, I'm expecting some resistance of 50%, some correction, and then going even higher to take that imbalance all the way to the upside. So keep an eye on Solana. It's moving, guys. I don't know when the news what time is the news? 3:30, I think. Yeah, 3:30. What time when the news go live? I don't know how it will react, but as I said before, careful, because we have news today and we will see some volatility. That's all from me. Thank you very, very, very much.
Okay, good, great stuff. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard from the man, the market update. You can see that Bitcoin is on the move as well. I mean, you can see from my screen. I'm going to do very, very quickly. You can see that we're breaking out from the focus box and we're heading towards the next G level. So you see on the 50-minute time frame that we have lovely movement on the EU. So give it some time and see what's going to happen. If it has the momentum, if it's picking up, it's looking like it's picking up momentum. So there is a high possibility that we're going to reach the next G level, which is our target, right? After that, you just need to see a confirmation that it wants to continue. Otherwise, we may see a rejection come back again. We will see. You know, the day you just press start. We just started. It has plenty of time ahead of us. So don't FOMO, don't get scared, don't try to chase the pump. You're supposed to enter at, remember the protocol of an engagement. Either you're going to enter at the bottom of the range and going long, or either you're going to go long after you're respecting the 50% or the breakout, okay? And somebody else will say, hey, I'll wait for the move from 112 go higher. That's still fine, okay? Make sure you have a protocol, entries, stop losses, everything. Okay, that's it from me today and from John. I hope you enjoyed the market update today. We're trying to keep it everything nice and quick, around 30 minutes. We're just about 44 with my interruption, so I apologize for that. Next meeting is going to be tomorrow once again. Don't worry if you don't catch the meeting, let's say in time. You'll always have the opportunity to go back on YouTube and see that video again. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us today. I wish you to have a great trading day. Be safe. Remember the rules, the protocol of engagement, and we're going to be back tomorrow. And my favorite quote, every day is a good day. No matter what, trying to stay in control, trying to stay positive, and trying to find a solution. Okay? Don't let the problem, the trouble to drown you. Okay? Always look for the solution. John? How are you going to close?
Perfect. No, the best line is every day is a good day. So I always say that everyone has to have a great day.
That is
and
good.
All about that shit that you said about the solution. Yeah, guys. When actually every time that you have some hard situation, just don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution.
That's correct. That's good. Focus on the solution, guys.
When you see,
Yep, go for it. Go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that usually a problem has minimum 2 solutions. Okay, and it's like the coin. You flip the coin and you have 2 sides of the coin. Okay. Another guy that he's more like focusing on spiritual kind of stuff, he said, if you have a problem and you know how to fix it, you don't need to worry because you know how to fix it. It's fixable. And on the same side, he said also, if you have a problem and you cannot fix it, then don't worry about it because you can't fix it. Because you know there's nothing you can do about it. So why worrying? So the same guy said, on both opportunity, both sides of the coin, like I can fix it, I can do something about it, or I can't do. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Just let it be. Okay. But my favorite side is that always I believe that a problem has minimum of 2 solutions. Maybe one option is not going to be my favorite, but it's an option. Okay. So either I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. Maybe I'm going to do something or maybe I'm going to do nothing. Nothing, it is a solution. It is an option. It's an action. I'm doing nothing. Okay. So you decide not to do anything because you can't do anything. But it's not the favorable solution. But there's nothing you can do about it. So stop worrying about the problem. Anything, life, it's so challenging for everyone. It can throw anything on our path. So don't worry about it, what is coming. Trying to find a solution for that.
I also have a quote that I always say to myself and to my friends. The quote is that when a problem it appears, it always has a solution. Κάτσε. Θα το πω στα ελληνικά βασικά και παίζω στα αγγλικά. Γιατί δεν μπορώ να πω στα αγγλικά εγώ.
Okay.
Ότι όπου υπάρχει πρόβλημα υπάρχει και λύση. Όπου δεν υπάρχει λύση δεν υπάρχει πρόβλημα.
All right, okay. So he says, the quote says, if there is a problem, there is a solution. If there is no solution, there is no problem.
Exactly.
Right, okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that is from us, for the philosophers today. A lot of philosophy today.
Philosophers.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Καλό. Λοιπόν, καλημέρα to everyone.
Day, guys.
Have a great day. Kalimera. And we're going to see you tomorrow. Be careful with the meetings today. The volatility is being expected. People are scared. It's okay. Don't take any action. It's still good. People that are more experienced, that is an opportunity. Okay, people that see this as an opportunity, be careful. People that they are scared of these meetings, it's better to stay out of it and be safe, and don't let that volatility to ruin your experience with trading. Okay, still good. Both options are still good. You see, same problem, same day, 2 solutions. Either you're going to grab the opportunity or stay safe. Both are good. Right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care.